The country's trade deficit widened to 4.9% of GDP in the first quarter of 2012, from 3.6% in the previous quarter. This is the largest deficit recorded since the global recession in 2008. It has also had some analysts wondering if this is cause for concern.
The deficit on the current account also is not extraordinarily high, and it's financed quite readily, so we don't, I think, see many red lights flashing on that front. And we actually then still look towards penetrating other markets and not put all our eggs into one basket with Europe.
At 5.7%, inflation returned to the central bank's targeted band of 3 to 6% in May. This has raised speculation around a possible rate cut.
Whether one should look forward to policy reaction to this changed CPI outcomes, this is just 1 month's number which came out very positively. There is a slightly longer term trend also of inflation outcomes being mildly better than what was previously projected, but it would be for the Monetary Policy Committee to review all the facts in hand, and the projection. The policy is not made on the basis of just a few months' numbers, but actually on a longer term forward-looking time horizon, and the MPC's job is to review that.
The South African economy continues on its path of recovery despite global headwinds. However, the domestic economy decelerated to 2.7% in the first quarter of this year. And the mining sector, which is down 16.8% year-on-year, is among the main culprits contributing to the drag in economic growth.
Mining production has been quite disappointing. So the first quarter big strike in the platinum mining industry was actually quite unfortunate, and that pulled down on our production. It also pulled down on our exports. All in all, it did not help the country that much.
Export volumes remained fairly subdued, which was intensified by weak demand from the Eurozone and price competitive due to the currency's volatility.
It would have been helpful if Europe, of course, was also doing very well, and we would have exported more in that direction. But no, I think our exports more to Africa, more to other parts of the world, more to the east, to Asia, that's been sustaining our current account performance.
A positive trend seen in the strengthening of foreign travel, which has now surpassed levels last seen during the 2010 FIFA World Cup.
That is a structural change. It's also not a flash in the pan. It's been actually several quarters now of consistently growing travel receipts from foreign people visiting South Africa, and we are quite delighted by that. I think the tourism sector got itself better organized. It's fairly competitive, and we do offer a wonderful package to the visitors to South Africa. And what's also been helpful is that some of our surrounding countries and SADC countries like Angola have been receiving quite good revenues from their exports of oil and gas, and some of their visitors come and spend some of that money in South Africa, which is positive for our balance of payments.
While the economic outlook for South Africa remains somewhat modest, gradual steps towards improving domestic growth, inflation targeting, and a sound balance of payments should better position the country's economy. Tumisho, Maganyele, South African Reserve Bank, Pretoria.